Wow, you're up early, but you actually just didn't sleep at all. Me and my bestie looking at each other when we know someone is lying, cause one of us already got the tea. Me after watching 10 minutes of something on Netflix, that took me an hour to choose. No one. Me coughing on my own saliva. When you're fatigued because of your depression, but you can't sleep because of your anxiety. When you try to leave work a little early, but your boss reminds you that you have 7 hours left. Me texting my friends mental health advice when I belong in an asylum. When someone says good morning, but you haven't been up long enough to comment on the quality of the morning. Don't you get bored when you're alone? Me. When I say he in a text, this is the look on my face. When you're trying to have a positive attitude but life keeps testing you. When you're just working for money but accidentally become important at work. What would cure all your problems? Me. When you have to delay your mental breakdown cause there are people around you. 8 hours of gaming, 2 minutes of talking to women. Me thinking about my life and my future, my phone is charging. Me smiling at you because I didn't hear anything you just said. When there's a deep rage burning inside of you but you gotta act nice cause you at work. Me thinking I've fixed my life just because I've cleaned my room. Me, mom, now what? Me, I forgot my bag at home. Mom. Hard work gives you a special kind of glow, my glow. Me coming home after doing the bare minimum at work. Me watching what I predicted unfold after everyone told me I was crazy. Adulting is waking up every morning like, so this is my life, until I win the lottery. Parents, back in our days we didn't go to therapy. Me fighting the urge to say it shows. When you hear a really annoying voice so you have to turn around and see what they look like. Me every night, using phone cause can't sleep cause using phone. I'm gonna go to bed early tonight, asterisk me at 3 AM looking at memes asterisk. When the customer makes a stupid joke but you need the job so you give your best fake smile. Me and any plans that involve a lot of people, I'm not going. Me, I need to be more social. Also me, when someone approaches me. Me, I wish someone wanted to hang out with me. Also me, when someone does. When everyone's boasting about their kids' achievements at the family function and your mum looks at you. Me after hearing hurtful words and trying my best not to cry. Me whenever a camera is pointed towards me. When you got a lot to say but being silent is the best option. Me when I start to dissociate out of nowhere. Them energy drinks are bad for you. Me at 9 AM. When you only wanted to get a few things off your chest, but instead let 23 years worth of anger out and now everybody's crying. Me feeling bad for making someone who made me feel bad. Me listening to someone vent and realizing they are the problem. When your friend starts driving at 150 miles per hour and says, I loved her bro. When you know they're lying to you but you can't say anything cause of the way you found out. Leg hair moves ever so slightly, my brain. When I'm 25, I'm gonna buy my own house, buy my own car and live my own life. Me at 25. Me holding my pet up to the mirror saying, look it's you. When a traumatic flashback hits you in the middle of a decent day. How moms wake up when you tap their shoulder once. My favorite part of the day is when I'm in my bed like this. When someone asks me to open up emotionally. Weekends are for having fun, me. Me returning to the comfort of my own space after being around people for too long. Me when I find money that I hid from myself. When relatives visit your home and your mom offers them cookies that you have never seen before. What does a predator see after chasing me for 15 seconds? He'll die on his own. When you watch a movie with your siblings and an ugly character appears, that's you. Me when I see a cockroach, me when it starts flying. Inspirational movies be like, villain who practiced all his life, hero who did a 2-month crash course. Teacher, come on guys, you learned this last year. Me trying to remember what I ate for breakfast. Me, I don't understand why people think I'm so unapproachable. Also me. Do you keep your money in your bank or at home? Me, in my memories. When you get angry but nobody takes you seriously cause you're too small. When you leave your house once and the whole town decides to do the same.